Lil Blood TV, back again with another Lil Blood TV exclusive, powered by Tucker Media, of course. Across from me is one of our own. As usual, you know I like to deal with our own, and what I mean by our, us, we. Um, I be speaking in Oakland, but the Bay Area as a one, as a unit. Um, I got wind of this brother some years back, and every time I fucked with him, it's been genuine. I never heard of no wishy washy shit. You get what I'm saying? It's always been pure 100. I even talked to this brother a few times, just on some venting shit, nothing to do with the industry, just man to man conversation, presenting to some and introducing to others. Lil Do Too Much. How you doing, King?
What's happening? What's happening, blood? You understand me? I done graduated from Lil Do Too Much.
Okay.
Just strictly Lewis Belt. You
Louis
understand
Belt,
me?
yes, sir.
Keep
Growth.
it lit. Yeah, growth.
Growth. We're
sure.
gonna get into that. Let's go back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to get into comedy?
Fucking up in life.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff that got me in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Was on because I'm roasting motherfuckers. Every time I got in the fight, it was on behalf of me roasting motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, so it's like comedy was in my childhood. It was my curse. You feel me? Because that shit always got me in conflict, got me in trouble, getting me kicked out of class. But as an adult, I had to reflect. Like when I turned 18, I'm like, what's all this shit? What am I good at?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, shit, fucking with females and roasting and comedy and shit.
Right.
So I chose comedy because, I'm like, nigga, I ain't finna be no pimp and no shit like that. So I gotta do something good in my life.
Definitely. Was it hard converting into comedy?
Yeah, because I never try to be funny on purpose.
Oh.
So comedy, you gotta turn it on and turn it off. So, with stand-up comedy, you gotta go through all your nerves, you thinking what I'm gonna say and all that. And then you hit that stage, you gotta turn up and act like you wasn't thinking about nothing and having fun. And you gotta make people laugh at you.
Right.
I'm so used to people laughing with me.
Right.
I never been the butt of the joke.
Right.
I always make somebody else the butt of the joke. Stand-up comedy, the hard part is that you gotta get the whole crowd to laugh at something that you're talking about that they haven't experienced with you. So, it's easy to be funny on the street because most of the time you're talking about something that you tell a story that somebody else witnessed, or you remember when this nigga did that? Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody laughing about it. With stand-up comedy, people don't know what you're talking. You got to paint a picture.
Right. Like rappers, we write our music and then record. As a comedian, do you write jokes and shit?
I used to a lot in the beginning. I feel like to this day, but I don't like write paragraphs of jokes. I kind of know like what subject matter I'm gonna touch on, and then like talk about my experience, and then go on stage, talk from my experiences, what subject I need to talk about, and then add to it.
Right. I forgot. I think it was Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin, I believe it was Eddie Griffin, and he was saying being a stand-up comedian is not as easy as people think. It's not about just getting the mic and telling the joke. He like, nah, you gotta read the crowd. You gotta read facial expressions. What might have worked yesterday might not work for this crowd. You got your black crowd, you got your white crowd, you got your Asian crowd. You got all these different, people. And he was basically saying it's not about just going upstairs, what did the dog say to the cat type shit. Like, no, you got to really break down certain shit and like dig into people's lifestyle. You being a comedian, have you ever dealt with that type of energy?
Hell yeah. Going to city, every city got a different culture. Coming out of the Bay Area, you used to I realized that going to different cities in the Bay Area. I used to be scared of doing San Francisco. You feel me? Because, in San Francisco, not the city we know, the city is San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. It's motherfuckers coming to comedy shows. They not even speaking English. They tourists.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm coming out, I'm talking about the Bay Area, this and that, and they not from the Bay
They
Area.
don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah.
What are you talking about? So it made me realize, like, oh shit, it is different crowds, because in Oakley you getting the same crowd. You know what I'm saying? You doing all these hole in the wall spots. It's you could talk about certain things. Everybody know what you're talking about. San Francisco was the first place I went where I'm like, oh, it's you. I gotta learn how to do different rooms.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Serious.
Yeah, but I kind of stayed away from San Francisco, and then LA forced me to
do that.
Yeah.
When did you know? Okay, yeah, I can do this shit. Like, what was your breakthrough moment?
I feel like my second performance when one of my partners, all my partners came to the show. I told them to come, and it was like an open mic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person that put the open mic together, it was called his name was Corey the Poet.
Mm-hmm.
And he it was an open mic, but you can do comedy and poetry. And Corey the Poet is a big poet out of the Bay Area. He a factor in the poetry game, right?
Uh-huh.
So I perform and all the shit. And then I got on stage and I was like, how did I do? And Corey the Poet was like, bro, you was hella funny. Like, you something special. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you kind of remind me of like Jamie Foxx or somebody. Right. And that shit meant something to me at the time, because I fuck with Jamie Foxx, you feel me? On some fan shit at the time. So I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. He like looked me dead in my shit like, nah, you should keep doing this. And I kept it lit.
Question. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been in a situation to where you told a joke and somebody wasn't feeling it and damn near almost got physical type shit?
Nah, it haven't escalated. It happens,
though.
It happens. It happens. I don't feel like any situation could have physically escalated like to like some physical shit, but I done had words for sure. You know what I'm saying? And really, I haven't had it with a fan. I had an interaction with a comedian.
Oh wow, really?
You feel me?
So
yeah.
Comedians deal with politics amongst each other. Are you serious?
On my mama, like any industry.
Yeah.
You in the politics of podcasting now.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be people hating on this podcast because you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's gonna be rap niggas probably stop hating on you because you ain't tripping off a verse or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you in it's lanes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Once you enter a lane, niggas hating.
You know, it's crazy you said that because I'm kind of dealing, but I'm not paying no attention and I'm not adding fuel to that fire. But other podcasters, oh, that nigga rapper. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I don't pay no attention to it. I still give flowers are due.
Yeah.
But as a comedian, I just didn't see how or why would it be political. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But I can see it. Yeah, definitely. Dealing with home as a rapper, I feel outside of the home, I get more love. Meaning, they're gonna give me what I want when I perform. They're not trying to lowball me. They respect my craft. Do you deal with the same shit?
Yes. Yeah. In the beginning, I didn't feel that way because I got a lot of support from home in the beginning of my career. But you know, you get to a certain level where home don't understand the level, and I don't know. It's because I don't know if it's like some Bay Area shit where they not used to it, but I don't know. Everybody else say that in every other city, but I don't feel like New York like that, Atlanta not like that, LA. Right. You don't outgrow those cities. But where we from, sometimes they don't understand it because I don't think it's like we don't get the love we deserve. I just think they don't understand.
I think they see us too much, and what I mean by that, you know, some people don't see Lil do too much or Sonnie Bo like, nigga, that's Lil. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we grew up, went to school. Like, they seen us at our worst. You feel me? They seen us at our best. Facts. They seen us shining. They seen us in the dark. So I think it'd be more of like, you know, we know them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said in the beginning, super love from the home. That's what put a nigga on. That's what got us here on this platform. And then it was like, yeah, okay, that's Lil Larry. It ain't even Blood. Like, you know, that's Lil Larry. But as of late, and salute to home, because they've been supporting the fuck out as of late. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I see that in the Bay. They're starting to jump behind. You know, they starting to jump behind us again. They starting to push us again, and I salute that. Shout out to the Bay.
But I would say, I don't want to cut you off, but I would want to say to all the artists in the Bay Area, a lot of people always talk about we don't get treated a certain way. Like, oh, I hear all the time, y'all treat these out of state niggas better than the home artists. Right. But we're not doing what the out of state niggas is doing.
And what is that?
Moving around. They come to our section, but how many Bay niggas and Oakland niggas you see really moving heavy, moving around in these other cities and states? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Bay Area artists has to come to realize sometimes you got to humble yourself to grow too. Because once you get to a certain level out here, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You get treated like a king.
Right.
But then, like you said, everybody get used to you, and then you ain't the king no more.
Right,
you're irrelevant.
Right.
Then once you lose the Bay Area fame, then you never build no other audiences.
Start to fade away.
Yeah. So when you're at the peak of your Bay Area shit, I'll highly recommend all the other Bay Area artists to expand. When you popping in the Bay or NorCal, whatever,
go figure it out. Get on the road with it.
Get on the road and humble yourself again.
I salute the move you did. You got out the Bay. You went to LA. And how was that transition?
It was a good transition. It was a good transition because I reinvented myself. And a lot of people back home don't even understand. So I kind of feel like the shit when I come home people care about is the shit that in these other cities and states don't even know about.
Right.
Out of state people care about when I was on MTV on Ari the One. I did a whole season of that.
Right.
The Boogie Comedy Slam, me roasting Steph Curry and being on a show with Snoop Dogg. They care about that. And one thing I noticed about the Bay Area, if it's not about the Bay Area culture, it kind of go over their head. Don't really, if it ain't got nothing to do with the Bay Area fake don't be caring about it sometimes.
Yeah.
And these other cities do.
I tell people all the time, we're like some snobby ass, stuck up like rich kids. Like how we act, like we think everybody boosie. We think everything ancient. We too good to show love. Like, we like the Bay, like just stuck up as fuck. And I don't give a fuck what city you in, like, or what city you from. Like, we got this chip on our shoulder, like we're better than everybody.
Yeah.
And that hurts us at the end of the day. But Mike Epps. What's your relationships with Mike Epps?
I don't know how to explain the relationship with me and Mike Epps. It's more Mike Epps gave me a lot of information early in my career because I've been doing stand-up comedy for 10 years now. I met Mike Epps around my year 4, I would say. And huge impact in my career on behalf of me being inspired. Gave me a lot of inspiration because I never seen nobody. I was inspired by nobody locally to be a comedian.
Right.
So I would I appreciate Mike Epps for giving me inspiration because it's just so odd because we got so many similarities and it's just something that, naturally me and him can't control. Like my mom, we got a relationship with my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been around his family, all type of shit. And it's just crazy where it's like, damn, we got similarities. Where it's like, that was the first person I seen and inspired me like, damn, if he could do it, I could do it. So I kind of feel like the relationship is more like.
Is it like just a big brother type shit? Like,
I would just say it's just, me and Mike Epps got the same relationship that a lot of other relationships I got with some of the OGs in the comedy game, like, a D. Ray Davis, Alex Thomas, Carlos Miller. Everybody play a big role in my career with certain points in my career.
Right.
So I feel like me and Mike Epps' relationship is more, it mattered a lot to me. It always matters. Our relationship always mattered, but it was very impactful early in my career because all I needed was some hope. Like, it wasn't like I'm an upcoming comedian in the Bay Area and if this person saw me, then I felt like I'm doing something.
Right.
I wasn't inspired by nobody. I was inspired by, Yeah, I was inspired by y'all. Like
Right,
I'm
right.
around, you feel me? At the end of the day, I'm around the rappers, bro. I'm around, you feel me? You, Filthy, Mozzie, so many people. The niggas I'm seeing with money and shit ain't no comedian.
Exactly.
You feel
Right,
me?
right, right.
So I'm inspired by that. That was the first time I was able to be around a successful comedian. So
Okay.
for me, I will always give Mike Epps flowers for that because he was the first person I was able to be around that was a successful comedian.
Right, right.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop it in low real quick. Your mom and your dad, they married?
Yeah.
Still together?
Yep. 30 years.
30 years. Salute. So you didn't grow up in a single parent household?
No.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Where you fall in at?
I'm the youngest.
You the youngest? Oh, so you the baby.
Yeah.
When you started this, was your parents supportive?
Yeah.
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 They didn't want you to take a different route?
Yeah, because my parents was always concerned about what I was gonna do, because I was always being so bad and shit like that. You know, of course, college wasn't the route for me. So it's kind of like, you know, they didn't give a fuck about me being a comedian. They was glad I was doing something positive with my life. So I could have been anything. I could have been anything I wanted to be, and if it was a positive thing, I feel like, you know, of course they was gonna support me. But stand-up comedy, they was very supportive of my stand-up comedy career because that was the first time they see me in my element. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm being me, and people loving me for me.
Right.
And that's a career path. So it's like, you know, once I showed them, once they came to my show and see me, that was like 100%. That was like one of the first times I really like remember my mom like, I'm proud of you.
Right,
You feel
right,
me?
right.
So that shit meant a lot.
Did you ever deal with any addictions?
No.
No.
Fucking with bitches.
Okay, okay. Man, that's an addiction all
That's
its own.
addiction. Yeah.
And it's it could be a downfall. You get what I'm saying? Back when I was adjusting to fame, I had a hard time dealing with that because it was like, nah, bitches ain't telling me no. And you know, coming from where we come from, like, you know, when you the nigga and you got that sauce and you just, you know, you run with it. And I definitely had a problem with that. Definitely. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I had a real problem with that. But shit, you know, times changed and the nigga grew up. So
See, mine was opposite.
okay.
I was fucking with too many females before I had something to do. I was fucking with females so I could like to have something to do.
Right, right,
you know,
right.
like, what you doing today, nigga? I'm fucking with bitches, nigga. That's what I'm doing, nigga. What you doing?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So in reality, I feel like I'm doing something, but
Right.
I ain't doing nothing with my life.
Right,
Feel
right.
me? So when I found my career path and found something to do, I wasn't even worried about no females. You know what I'm saying? So I started at 18, and I kind of felt like that was the reason why I feel like my career is moving forward always year by year, because I don't feel like I had any outside distractions.
Right.
Because I don't smoke, I don't drink. My freakness not my weakness. So it's like me having comedy and fame slowed my being a thought around.
Right.
Because I don't gotta pop my peas and all this, because it's like if they know you're a public figure, they kind of chasing you.
Definitely.
Feel me? So it made me like, oh well, if I ain't gotta chase them, then I don't need to worry about that.
Right, right. Definitely.
Let me focus on what I'm doing.
Definitely. You don't got no kids?
No.
You want any?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You in a committed relationship right now?
Basically, damn near, yeah.
What kind
I'm headed that direction where it's over.
What type of bitches grind your gears?
In a good way?
Yeah, of course.
Female that's focused. You know, I don't like females that ain't got shit to do. That's a turn off.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So my turn on is for sure a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Independent. But at the same time, like I said, you know, I come from a marriage household, so you know the independent shit is great. But I like a woman that's very submissive too.
Say that.
You know,
say that.
so I like, you know, a woman that's a boss in the street. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to me, I want you to, you know, be a little submissive, and you know, if you a queen, you got to respect the king though.
Yes, sir. So what's your outlook on polygamy?
I fake don't even know what that means.
You know, you can have more than one wife.
I thought that was what it was, but I ain't want to say no ignorant shit. I don't fuck with it.
Why is that?
Because what's the point of being in a relationship? You know,
Yeah.
like
You're in a relationship with more than one woman, and they both know about each other. And,
I've been doing that my whole life.
okay.
So, you know, if I've been doing that from a kid, I kind of feel like having hella women is a responsibility. Like, you know, where we come from, like, if that's the case, I might as well be pimping or something. Like,
right.
that's the thing that was stressful about pimping. It's
Right.
like you gotta manage multiple people or just manage one
And
girl
but
dealing
that's
with
just
hella
like
people.
being a boss too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've been a boss of your own company, you got to manage and deal with hella people. So you know it all neck to neck.
For sure. But for business, it's profitable.
Right.
If you're not pimping, what's profitable with dealing with hella females?
You're right. Horny dick ass nigga.
Your freakness the weakness.
Freakness is the weakness. I remember you was telling me about that time you paid for pussy with counterfeit money.
Hell no. That's blood.
She was telling me you paid for pussy in Vegas with some counterfeit money.
Hell no. I love everybody, but I never paid for no pee.
Okay. My bad. I didn't mean to tell your business on national
you talking
TV.
about Sonny Bo. You know Sonny Bo be with all that cat ass shit.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Sonny Bo be paying for pussy, all that.
Sonnie Bo
Mm-hmm.
is a character you created.
Mm-hmm.
When I was talking to you on the phone and I asked you, I said, I think it was in the content of, do people want more Sonnie Bo or they want Lewis Belt?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how you juggle both of them. No, first, how and why did you create the character Sonnie Bo?
I created Sonny Bo because during the time there was a lot of stuff going on the internet and it was hella stupid shit going viral. And I knew that I was gonna have to make make a name on social media and come up with some type of influencer type little shit, but I ain't wanted to affect my stand-up comedy career with Lewis Belt. So I was like, I do some crazy shit, but I'm not gonna do it as myself because I got other shit I need to do. Right. So I came up with the character Sonnie Bo because it's like that was a way for me to do the shit I would do without me getting the flack for it, getting in trouble.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I get to say whatever I'm really thinking and get my shit off.
So Sonnie Bo is the uncensored version.
Yes, yeah.
Right. I get it.
I'm working on Lewis Belt. Sonnie Bo is really, I could do Sonnie Bo instantly.
Right. Is Sonnie Bo here today?
Nah. Okay. He out the way.
Okay. That nigga need some gas money. He trying to make it.
On my mama.
Yeah.
Probably paying for some pussy or something. Perfect. Perfect like he and Pete.
So, how do you deal with that? People wanting more Sonnie Bo than they want Lou.
I feel like I don't deal with it too much now. But in the beginning, I dealt with it a lot because I kind of feel like a lot of I had so many fans from people knowing me because of the Sonnie Bo shit, where it's like, nigga, that's why I know you. That's how I know you ass. So, nigga, that's why I want you to be Sonnie Bo.
Right.
You feel me? So that's what was the hard part. But I think what helped it was I'm gonna give some free game. You feel me? What helped it was I switched. I made 2 different accounts. So what happened was I was really doing Lewis Belt and Sonnie Bo on one page.
I remember that.
Lou do too much. Lewis Belt, Sonnie Bo. You can see everything I'm doing on one page. So people start gravitating to the Sonnie Bo more than Lewis Belt, right? So I just ran with Sonnie Bo. Okay, let's keep running up with Sonnie Bo, and Sonnie Bo is gonna introduce Lewis Belt in the long run.
Right.
But what happened was I had to switch the page, so I had to make the real Sonnie Bo account, and he got his own Instagram. And if you fuck with Sonnie Bo, fuck with Sonnie Bo. If you fuck with Lewis Belt, you fuck with Lewis Belt. And I feel like me making that change separated my fan base. Where it's like people that fuck with Sonnie Bo, they could just fuck with Sonnie Bo. But it helped my Lewis Belt image. And I feel like that's why I'm still here to this day being relevant, because the longevity of it, it's like, you know, if motherfucker like me as my character, that's not me.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like I think that changed.
Right.
Where when I switched that page.
Right. What's your relationship with Simba?
It's my brother.
Okay.
Grew up together. Antioch. We grew up together. He older than me, so Simba really was best friends with my sisters. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because my sisters is older, because I'm the youngest.
Right.
So, like, that was like big bruh, you feel me?
Uh-huh.
So moving around, Simba always been Simba. He always, had hella raw ass whips and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Antioch was a melting pot.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, that North Oakland Berkeley connection, our parents knowing each other, all shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just organic relationship. I feel like Simba is like the brother I wish I had, or you know what I'm saying? Not like that,
Right.
but
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying.
yeah. So that's our relationship for sure.
So as far as the music,
Mm-hmm.
I see you flirt with the music with Sonnie Bo. It's more like, some jokingly shit. Have Lewis ever wanted to do music coming up? Like, was that part of? Because even though you be bullshitting and joking around,
Mm-hmm.
you actually be saying, you know what I mean? Like, or I'm looking, what am I looking for? Because I know Scotty, that's one of your good friends.
Yeah, Scotty No Pippin.
He's rap.
Yep.
And have it ever have you ever just like, damn, I can be a rapper?
Nah, never wanted to be a rapper.
Okay.
That was like, it's funny you asked that, because that's one thing my dad never gave a fuck about, like shit I did. So one rule that nigga had, nigga, you ain't finna be no motherfucking rapper.
Salute,
You feel me?
Yes,
Nigga, we ain't on that rap shit in this house.
right,
You feel me? So that was already embedded in my head, nigga, rap out. So it's weird because Sonny Bo rapping is like something I just rapped at Sonny Bo to extend his career.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like, all right, what else Sonny Bo can do? Because it's like so many Oakland niggas be like videos you can do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what could make Sonny Bo bigger? What this nigga can do? Like, I'm a comedian. Lewis Belt is the comedian. What's Sonny Bo gonna do?
Right.
This nigga can rap.
Sonnie Bo ever got offered a contract?
They ain't fucking with it. But Sonny Bo under the distribution empire and all that shit. So we proper set up.
Oh, Sonnie Bo.
Yeah, he get his.
You just said that with Gazi?
Yeah. You feel me? Shout out Nima.
Yeah, shout out Nima.
Yeah, so
definitely.
Yeah.
If you can rewind your life and go and have a conversation with the 18-year-old Lewis Belt, what would you tell him?
What would I tell me at 18? I would tell myself, enjoy the process. Because I feel like at 18, that's when I started comedy. And I'm on some like, nigga, I'm trying to blow up. Like, you feel me? Like, all this shit that I kind of feel like was holding me back, or this shit taking hella long, that's what really made me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the open mics and all that shit was discouraging at the time. Like doing open mics, not, performing people that, people ain't coming to see you, all the shit. That shit was discouraging. But I would tell myself, like, enjoy the process, be patient. And people told me that at the time, and I heard it, but it's like at the end of the day, bro, I'm trying to get some money.
Right.
I would tell myself, stop thinking about money so much.
Right. That's deep. 5 years from now, where you see yourself?
5 years from now, I see myself. It might sound boozy, but shit, the better version of me, the upgraded version of me. So everything I'm doing now, when it comes from putting events together as my brand, do too much ENT. Feel me? Being a bigger CEO, seeing myself owning more shit. I see myself being a superstar. I can
manifest it.
Yeah, that's something I've been working on. A lot of shit that I am today, I was afraid to tell people this part. Like,
right.
I'm a go crazy. I was afraid of that. Like,
right.
I gotta overcome that that fear with failing. You know, because I could do it silently. Like, one of my slogans is I make more moves than announcements. I do that not because somebody else can stop my move or play, but it's just like, I don't like that feeling of promote some shit and then feeling embarrassed.
Right.
Like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I don't want nobody to be like, look at your ass 5 years now, nigga. I heard on Lil Blood podcast you thought you was finna be this. Feel me? And then you ain't shit.
Right.
But that's really me doubting myself and really not believing myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point in my career, this is the most I ever believed in myself. Ever.
Speak that shit into existence.
On my mama.
Bro.
I see myself being a movie star. I see myself being one of the biggest comedians.
Yes,
I see
sir.
myself being a motherfucking boss.
Yes, sir. What's some of the things you got coming up? I know you do the Rob Bands every week. I know you do a show in LA every week. Let's touch on that.
Yeah, so the open mic I do every Friday in Oakland is at Marshawn Lynch Restaurant at Rob Ben's, and Do Too Much Entertainment, my brand, presented, really a family business. That's why my mom's be there every week, pops be there, and it's really for the upcoming comedians because it's no comedy. It's only one comedy club in the East Bay, and that's Tommy T's. So I'm just trying to make sure I want everybody just get to where I'm at this point in my level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't start. That's why I started at. Like, me and Fab, you know, was doing the Dope Air shows, and I was picking the lineup and hosting it and doing all of this to the point where it's like, I want to keep that going. You know, so that's why I started to Do Too Much Comedy Night, because there's not a lot of places in the East Bay where you can go and practice. You know what I'm saying? So you can get better. So, because it's a lot of politics, even with comedians, like we were talking about, where it's like you got these cliques and, you know, motherfuckers, you know, I kind of feel like I wasn't as embraced by the local comedians.
Let me find out you funking with local comedians.
Nah, never. But I don't want the local comedians to go through the shit. Every comedian might not come up with a Sonnie Bo. Every comedian might not be able to move to LA. Every comedian might not have the things, you know. At the end of the day, I came up with y'all, bro. Like, I really was around.
Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't around comedians.
Definitely.
So, well, I don't want all the other comedians to be like, oh shit, I gotta fuck with this rapper, because this is what Lewis did. I did that because it wasn't no other platforms. It wasn't no other inspiration.
Right.
You know, so I'm doing that for the comedians. So I done seen my influence where I'm like, all right, let me utilize my influence and help these comedians get better and better and have a place to go. You know what I'm saying? And I bring comedians from out of town. I done had Ryan Davis come, Wise Homie Quan, Sling Johnson, all these people come at an open mic where these comedians would never have the access to be around these other comedians. So it just give us some type of hope, some inspiration, and keep the comedy scene alive in the Bay Area.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Bro, definitely it was a pleasure sitting here speaking with you. I'm definitely about to come sit down on the kickback and kick my feet up and talk my shit.
Yeah, man. Come on the Cali Kickback, man.
Yes,
Rest in
sir,
peace,
yes,
my
sir.
nigga Teddy Ray, man.
Yes, sir.
For real.
And I just want to give you your flowers. You get what I'm saying? Whenever I call, you feel me? You know, whenever I got going, you popping up, or, you know, just anything. And I salute you for that. And a lot of niggas be bunk and bougie. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I salute you and I give you your flowers. My platform is your platform.
Appreciate that.
And yeah, I'll be on the Cali Kickback in the next week or so.
Mandatory.
Where could we find you at?
The Only Lewis Belt on social media. On Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lewis Belt. Got the Cali Kickback show on there. I'm vlogging, doing all type of stuff. And yeah, I'm at the Improv. Me and D. Ray Davis every Monday at the Hollywood Improv. So that's really the play. And, you know, just keep following the journey. You know.
Yes, sir, yes,
but
sir.
before I wrap it up too, I want to tell you, man, just on record too, I gotta give you your flowers, bro.
Sir.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Like,
sir.
on some real shit. Cause like I said, we've been knowing each other for some years.
Yes, sir.
And you done came a long way, bro. Like,
Sir.
I knew you've been very intelligent, very respected dude, because I knew you personally.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm just glad you sharing this side of you with the fans and the people.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
sir.
sometimes, you know, music and a person is something separate.
Totally different. Yes, sir.
You feel me? And it's like you living, you didn't live what you rapped and all the shit, but at the same time, it's like this positive person we see right now. Unfortunately, music don't
Right. Yes,
accept
sir.
that.
Yeah.
So
You're
with
right.
you doing this podcast and this platform, I'm glad you able to show the other side of you and the authentic side of you, and still getting people to see it. Because if
Yes,
you
sir.
rap about it, they ain't gonna listen to you because you Lil Blood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this
I
platform,
agree.
I want you to do this shit forever, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
I
I'm proud of
agree.
you, bro.
The Black Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You feel
Black
me?
Joe Rogan.
Oh, my mama.
Yes, sir. Louis Belt.
Yes, Lord.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Lil Blood TV. We did it again. Over and out.